Hello, hello, everyone. Mabuhay. This is Coach Libiran. Welcome to our Wholehearted journey. And this is day 2. Embrace your identity. To those of you who possibly see me for the first time, yes, Coach Libiran po, an author, educator, and the host of the Inspirepreneur podcast. What I do is I help aspiring content creators and creative entrepreneurs to discover their genius, develop it, deliver it, monetize it, and become a force for good. So if you are into personal development, if you are into content creation, if you are into creative entrepreneurship, then this is for you. Pero just in case that napadaan po kayo in this live broadcast or if you're getting this on a later uh, time, I believe it's not an accident because ang ganda ng usapan natin. Usapang identity. What do you appreciate about yourself? So feel free to join us in the conversation. And definitely, I'm excited because in this wholehearted journey for the next days to come, I am actually reading my book, Wholehearted 21 Ways to Live a Courageous Life. And we are on chapter 2, kaya day 2. So, maraming salamat for joining us. Thank you for tagging your friends and sharing this Facebook Live. Muli, welcome to this wholehearted journey. Have you been hiding all your life, feeling you're a complete mess? I can relate much because once my life was meaningless and I did a lot of things that I am not proud of. I'm no longer afraid to hide in the shadows of my yesterday. With God's grace, I was able to break free and find my path to healing and purpose. Jump into the best version of yourself because you deserve all the best in life. It is my joy to see the best and bring out the best in people. And this is not just about success, but this is about significance, adding value in the lives of people through books, events, support, and talks. Mabuhay! I'm Coach Libiran and I help people to come alive again. Like me, your mess can become your message. Friend, allow me to coach you to grow and come alive once again. Yes, welcome once again to day 2. Embrace your identity. This is our wholehearted journey. And I'm inviting everyone to tag your friends, share this Facebook Live because definitely this will inspire us, this will challenge us to become wholehearted. And so far, if you've been following along, no, itong ating conversation, itong ating journey, this actually speaks about are you living a half-hearted life or a wholehearted life? Huwag po kayong magalala kasi talagang kahit po ako, it's always a continuous journey to grow, to become that wholehearted person. At pag sinabi mong wholehearted, di ba? All out ka sa buhay at you're experiencing it, no? Life to the fullest, siksik-liglig at umaapaw. Hindi ka natatakot or kung sakaling ikaw ay natatakot, you still go through it because you know that you are capable, you are confident, and our best days are not still ahead of us. Join us in the conversation. Again, I'm sharing with you our question. What appreciate about yourself? And before I read to you chapter 2 ng Wholehearted na book, I want to let you know as well na itong nagdaan natin na broadcast speaks about the introduction, the hearted invitation that also includes no some trivias in between and itong ating day one pinag-usapan natin believe again at napakaganda kasi we did challenge everyone to really look into the 7 wonderful experiences. Yan yung to see, to hear, to touch, to taste, to feel, to laugh, and to love. And among all of these 7 wonderful experiences, saan yung area that you're doing well, di ba? Celebrate that, acknowledge yourself. But that also includes you want to look into ano yung area, ano yung experience na medyo kulang, you're lacking into, and you want to improve. So, napakagandang protektahan natin itong mga gifts that are, di ba ang tawag ay wonder, no? The gift of wonder. Kaya, they say no, na tayo ay minsan naging bata. Pero, pwede namang hindi tayo graduate no, sa pagiging childlike, no? Not necessarily childish kasi pag childish, no, baka mali yung ating mga pag-iisip, yung ating, 'di ba, selfishness. But when you are childlike, you are always in that sense of awe, of wonder. Yung talagang napapawaw sa mga bagay-bagay. Versus, 'di ba, you are unappreciative. Ayan, yun po ang pinaka parang quick summary on that day one or after yung chapter 1 natin na Believe Again. But now, no, I'm excited to share with you our chapter 2 ng Wholehearted. This is about embracing your identity. So everybody take a deep breath, inhale, exhale. Some opening words. Once in a while, we hear some negative comments about the Filipino in our country. But the Filipino cannot be defined by the mistakes of a few. The Filipinos are higher and greater than that. God has a beautiful story for us as a people. Attorney Alex Lacson. Chapter 2. Embrace your identity. One day, a baby camel and her mom had a conversation. The baby camel said, "Mommy, why do we have long eyelashes?" The mommy camel said, "Son, we have long eyelashes to protect us from sandstorms." And the baby camel said, "Ah, wonderful. But how about our legs? Why are they long?" Mommy camel, "We have long legs so that we can endure our journey in the desert." The baby camel said, "Ah, awesome. But mom, why do we have humps in our backs?" The mommy said, "We have humps in our backs because they serve as our food storage to sustain us in our long travel in the desert." The baby camel said, "Ah, amazing! We have extra food in our backs. Wow, thank you, mom, for answering my questions. But I am just wondering, why are we stuck here in the zoo?" This is one of my favorite stories to tell. Every time I share this, it makes me laugh and reflect at the same time. Just like the baby camel, I'm wondering why we Filipinos are stuck in the zoo. We have so many gifts within us, but some are still locked up in the prison of smallness, mediocrity, and victim mentality. Do you see your being Filipino as a blessing or a burden? Are you also trapped in the mindset that our country won't be able to rise from its present challenges? When you Google the word Filipino or Philippines, you will get all sorts of views. Some are inspiring and others are depressing. You will even see social media posts of Filipinos attacking each other and speaking badly of their country. All of this affect our mindset and the way we live. As the Cherokee legend goes, you either feed the good wolf or the bad wolf in your mind. The one you feed is the one who will win. So, who will you choose to feed? Your negative or positive thoughts about being a Filipino? You always have a choice to make on what you will focus on in your life. Why don't you choose to be thankful? See the beauty and goodness in every Filipino you meet. Think and dream for our country once again. Knowing who we are as Filipinos brings the responsibility of living out our identity in every aspects of our lives. Ask yourself, am I a Filipino in thinking, speaking, and in living? I remember the story of a man who sold crabs along a busy street. He had three containers, each with a different type of crab. American crabs with lid, European crabs with lid, and Filipino crabs with lid or without lid. Let me repeat that. I remember the story of a man who sold crabs along a busy street. He had three containers, each with a different type of crab. American crabs with lid, European crabs with lid, and Filipino crabs without lid. How come the other two containers have lids while the Filipino crabs do not? One customer asked. The vendor replied, Filipino crabs no longer need a lid because they already pull each other down when one tries to get up. This reflects our society today. We need to fight and get rid of this crab mentality. Instead of envying the success of others, why don't we make them our inspiration and role models so that we can aspire to be more? Our competition is not with our fellow Filipino. We must compete and challenge our own selves to be better and not bitter. Instead of putting our country down, we can lift each other. We can start by not bad mouthing our own country and fellow Filipinos, most especially in front of other nationalities. We are all ambassadors of our nation, and every word we say affects how other people see the Philippines. Do the words that come out of your mouth kill our reputation, or do they give life and honor to our country? Decide today not only to think and speak positively about the Philippines, but also find ways to make a difference in your own special way. Ask yourself, what can I contribute? There was a time in my life when I almost gave up on the Philippines. I lost my hope for our country, but thank God He gave me a holy discontent to stay and serve here. Today, I don't have any regrets with my decision to bless our country as a professional speaker, author, and life coach. I thank God for making me a Filipino. There is a treasure lying in each one of us, much like the golden Buddha in Thailand that was hidden for centuries under thick clay to protect it from being stolen by the Burmese. One day, a group of monks chiseled away at the clay statue after finding something gleaming underneath. After removing all its clay recovering, After removing all its clay covering, they discovered that it was made of solid gold. This story serves as a powerful reminder for all of us that we also have a golden treasure hidden in each one of us, only covered with the mud of insecurities, unworthiness, and limiting beliefs. Today, God is chiseling the mud away, breaking through us once again. Let us dig deeper within ourselves to rediscover the greatness and giftedness He has given us. It is not meant to be hidden. In Matthew chapter 5 verses 13 to 16, God calls us to add flavor here on earth and to let His shine in order to bring glory not just to our country, but most especially to our God Almighty. Day 2 of the 21-day challenge. Let us reflect. What do you appreciate about who you are as a person? List all your strengths and celebrate your uniqueness today. Let me challenge you. Let us commit. Think of creative ways on how you can celebrate your Filipino identity and how you can contribute to make the country better. End of chapter 2. Embrace your identity. Everybody take a deep breath. Inhale, exhale. Thank you for joining me as I have read yung chapter 2 ng Wholehearted. And hopefully, this is adding value to you. Join me, tag along your friends in the next coming days as we continue this wholehearted journey together. Maraming salamat. God bless everyone. Cheers to our wholehearted living.